As I enter the garden, the green oasis invites me to relax. I'm invited just to be, to rest in this safe space away from the stress of life. The green foliage envelopes me, filling my nostrils with cool, damp air. My eyes are drawn to this Kasuga lantern, peeking out from behind the stunning sakura trees.
Although bearing no light, the bold, full, and balanced appearance of this art piece is truly breathtaking. The basic structure of the Kasuga lantern is usually constructed of 6 pieces. Each carving is etched ever so precisely for balance. These historic pieces were originally used to illuminate Japanese temples as requested by the great Buddha himself. It is common that Kasuga lanterns are placed near a curved path, such as the one I am walking along right now. The values of love, brightness, and protection are carved into every aspect of this lantern. It is not until a Japanese tea master introduced lanterns into Japanese tea gardens that they became a popular addition to everyday gardens. The gray and solid-built lantern received its name from a Kasuga grand shrine in Nara, Japan. Its uniquely designed structure is typically a cylindrical column surmounted on an annulet. Above the annulet rests a lantern box of hexagonal shape, topped by a roof with delicate scrolls at its ends. The top of the lantern would typically consist of an elegant lotused flower. Run your fingers ever so gently across the delicate pink and white flowers of our cherry blossom trees, whose leaves are now green in preparation for winter. There is more to their splendor than meets the eye. For the Chinese, the sakura trees represent nature's love, femininity, and sexuality. In Buddhism, this luxurious rosy species represents mortality, mindfulness, and the significance of human existence in whole. Don't blink too fast, for springtime bloom, though powerful and magical, is as short-lived as you and I. Allow the sight of Mother Nature's art remind you of gratefulness and to pay attention to life's most sacred possessions. The passion of love, the joy of a warm summer's day, and the fullness of a stomach filled with laughs. For we take this life for granted. One blink and the 2 short-lived weeks of the sakura tree vanishes until next spring. Just as the mighty samurai warriors of feudal Japan, we must appreciate the inevitability of death without fearing its closeness. A cherry blossom petal whose smooth surface falls to the ground symbolizes the end of lives taken too soon. However, its annual bloom holds the beauty of rebirth and optimism of spring. Consequently, its season of growth coincides with the beginning of the Japanese calendar year, when fruitful young students start their first day of classes and employees their first day of work, in whole showcasing the reality of bursting opportunities. Although an enchanting pleasure of both sight and smell, the creases within these petals hold a nation's extraordinary history. The sacredness of the sakura tree echoed in the hearts of Japan's first peoples, leading them to transplant them from their mountains to their homes. It is said that they carry the soul of the mountain gods down to mankind. The mountain deity itself flowed down to the farming fields on the petals of fallen cherry blossoms and transformed into the deity of the sacred rice paddies. Today, they represent the friendship between allied countries and the mourning of fallen soldiers. In the wake of Japan's fatal tsunami, it was the cherry blossoms who bloomed once again, just like the hearts of Japan's people. The garden is so thick with green that the light brown mulch that hugs the surface can hardly be seen. The variety of green tones invite my eyes to wander, taking in the differences of each plant. fiery red leaves of the Japanese maple steal my attention. The jagged branches remind me of flashes of lightning racing to hit the ground. It looks as if it shouldn't be standing, that it should fall to one side like an unbalanced toddler. Feelings of adventure and discovery rise in my chest as I take in this tree of fire, surrounded at the base with green foliage. Out of the corner of my eye, I can see a weeping cherry tree. In contrast to its name, this tree brings thoughts of life to my mind. Its long, sagging branches should make me feel sad, and yet they don't. These branches make me think of the beautiful pink blossoms they produce, the sweet smell that could awaken even the sleepiest. This tree was donated, along with 9 others, to this luscious garden. This garden and these trees have meaning beyond providing a serene green space for students. The East Meets West Garden brings connection to life. It is a visual representation of the unique East Asian Studies programs offered at Rehanna. This lush garden demonstrates the beauty that bringing 2 cultures together can achieve. The mix of North American plants and their East Asian counterparts brings these 2 worlds together in harmony. As I exit the garden, I feel rested and restored. This green oasis is one I will happily return to another day, but until then I will remember the vibrant greens and alluring smells, and be thankful for this welcoming space.